Hey guys, what's up? My name is The Simsian. I play The Sims. My name's Yen. You get what I'm saying. Okay, if you're new here, I make Sims content and other simulation games occasionally. I haven't yet on this channel, but it's coming, okay guys? Just give me a chance. But anyway, this video is not about that. This video is about my top 5 best packs that I recommend for gameplay. So let's just get right into it because there's a lot of things I want to cover. So the first things first is City Living. City Living, okay. I absolutely love City Living because it has, like, San Myshuno, it represents low-key, quote unquote, not really represents, but, it gives off the New York vibe. It was the first time that we actually had something to do with, so in my opinion, in my experience, City Living is great for gameplay. I mean, there's apartments, so where you can literally work your way up from, like, a regular apartment to a penthouse. There's just so many different variety of things to do, like, as far as, like, gameplay, such as, like, festivals. Festivals are always freaking happening, guys. I mean, like, always happening. There's, like, the spicy festival, like where you get to do like the curry challenge, and there's even flea markets, which is so cute and so realistic personally to me because I'm from Florida and we have flea markets all the time, and that's just something that's cool. So you can even have your sim want to be like, maybe they're like an entrepreneur and want to start their own business, and maybe they like quote unquote work from home, so you can like have them make these items, especially if you have eco lifestyle. If you don't, there's other ways to do this, but if you don't have eco lifestyle, there's a way to make items or grab items, and then you can like sell them. So I like at the flea market. So I think that's like an option for gameplay as well. And just like different things that it's just, I don't know, it's so cute. There's like the romance festival that I absolutely love because honestly, when my Sims are fighting, I'd be like, you know what, y'all gonna go to this romance festival because I don't got time to be trying to make y'all love each other again, okay? Y'all have to be there together forever. Okay, that's a little extra, but you know what I mean. But anyway, I highly recommend City Living for gameplay just because there's just all different kind of things, especially if your like Sim is really too loud, like next door, like you can go and like yell at them and all that kind of stuff. I just think, guys, I mean, it's City Living, and first of all, these are like one of the very first, this is the very first expansion pack to have apartments, and I feel like apartments give such a realistic gameplay option. You know what I mean? Like you can be flirting with your neighbor, you can hate your neighbor, you can fall in love with your neighbor, and then you can also just make your way up from apartment to house. You know what I mean? So you can even go from City Living and then you can go back to base game and end up getting a house. You can save up, quote unquote, because some people play with cheats, but it's all good. It's all good. We're still working through this. Anyway, so that's my first one. The second one is Seasons. I absolutely love Seasons. Seasons is probably one of the best things to happen to the Sims 4, and I honestly think that low-key it could have been gameplay, or and I honestly think low-key it could have been like base game, but I understand why they made it into an expansion pack. I just wish they would have gave us a world that like corresponded with Seasons. I feel like Snowy Escape did a very good job at like making half of it winter and the other half like this like sunny nice place, but it's okay. I'm not mad at it. Seasons is great for gameplay. I mean, there's just so many things to do, and there's just a lot of things to do. There's different ways to garden, and I know like gardening, a lot of people, like if you're into that, that's a great way to gameplay and to like make money. It's a great way to have fun. Maybe it's a side hobby that your Sims love to do, but either way, there's just different things to do with gardening, such as you can even sell the products that you like garden, and it's through like certain times of the year, as well as they also have different climate changes. So like let's say it's winter, now your Sims can go ice skating, and I think that's so cute for like maybe if you have like a kid or a teenager and you're really trying to connect with them, you guys can go ice skating, or even with a lover. There's just like different things to do in the fall. There's like obviously the trees fall on the ground and your Sim can jump in on them. That's gameplay to me. All that stuff is gameplay. Anything that makes anything a little bit more realistic, that requires a little bit more work, is gameplay to me, and I absolutely love that. And I love the fact that like you have to be cautious of when you're out and about and it's raining, or when it's winter and your Sims can freeze to death. There's just so many different ways of things that can happen. Like maybe your Sim is in a pool and it's winter, your Sims can literally freeze to death. I didn't even like really comprehend that until I started playing the game, and I'm like, oh shit, like this is kind of like realistic, it's gameplay. So I really love that fact. And then so for the next one I do have is Get Famous. I absolutely love Get Famous. Get Famous is probably one of the best things to also happen in The Sims 4, just because as well, okay, I'm being a little biased because I also act, so I'm an actress, and with Get Famous you can do different things. You can obviously act, but Get Famous allows you to do multiple different things, and you can even like direct your own career, and you can be an actress, you can be in the limelight, you can be like doing this lavish life. You can even literally develop rags to riches with Get Famous. Like you can be like this person who lives maybe in City Living, or maybe if you have just base game in this game, you can literally start off in base game, start making your way up, and then eventually go into being quote unquote famous, and really living this luxury lifestyle where you literally live in Del Sol Valley at the top of the hills with this big ass house. It's perfect for rags to riches. Personally, I love Get Famous. I think that's one of the best packs. It was definitely a necessity, especially when I moved from console to PC. Get Famous was one of the number one things that I had to get, because otherwise I feel like the gameplay was just not really good. And so the next one I do have is Parenthood, and I absolutely love Parenthood because Parenthood is really good as far as like children. If you want to like really work out with children, like, okay, so here's the thing, anything where we needed gameplay with kids is like a really big thing when it came to The Sims, because we still don't till this day, the babies don't do anything, and I can't stand that. But they did give us Parenthood, which I'm appreciative for, and I low-key think it could have been base game, but I don't know, guys. I'd be a little hard on The Sims. I'm the first one to admit it, but they definitely could have done something to the point where, I don't know, they could have done some free updates with that, but whatever. But anyway, Parenthood is really great for gameplay because you can develop your parenting skills, you can punish your children, you know, you can give them like set times of when they need to be home. That stuff is realistic. That adds to the gameplay. That makes me want to play the game, because now it's just not, oh, my teenagers aren't just teenagers and then I'm talking to them like adults. I'm talking to my children like children, and that I could also, you know, develop and level up my own parenting skills as well as teaching them skills that develop in their lives. And then they're their own sim, and then that sim will literally develop whatever I was taught to them, which is like what happens most of the time. Sometimes there's different circumstances in real life, but you know, for the outer part of it all, you know, I mean, it's realistic, and I absolutely love this about Parenthood, and I just love even the stuff that comes with it, with the packs and everything. I think it's just like A1. So, and the last but not least, and I'm surprised, you guys are gonna be kind of surprised that I even said this to begin with, is Strangerville. Strangerville is something, okay, it's great for gameplay. If you're really into like that needy storyline, I need to play something because I want to have like a direct set of like, this is the beginning and this is the end. Strangerville is great for that, because I feel like outside of Strangerville, I really didn't need it. I don't think it's necessary as far as like, oh, I need this pack. I think if you're really into gameplay and you want some kind of like challenge, and like maybe you want to struggle a little bit and try and figure out things on your own, Strangerville is perfect for that. There's different ways to go about the way where you find out what's going on in the town, what's happening, why are people like being attacked, and all of this other stuff. So there's that, you know, you're basically unraveling a story, and it is a little like, I don't know, it got a little repetitive to me personally, but you know, I don't use the world. I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't use it for build mode. I don't use it, I use some of their buy modes, but that's only when I'm building like apocalyptic type build. So I don't know, that's besides the point. We're talking about let's plays. So if you're really into like live action plays, I highly recommend this. I mean, the trailer did a good job of explaining exactly what you needed to do and what was going on, and people did love it, but like, I'm gonna be completely honest, after that, no one uses it. I rarely see people actually go, I'm gonna build a world in you know, the Strangerville section. But that's just my opinion. And so I do have two last ones that are really not gonna, and then I do have three that are really not gonna be on the list, but like kind of on the list. So I have I have two destination worlds, and then I also have another pack called Dream Home Decorator. First of all, before we get into Destination World, Dream Home Decorator is great for gameplay because you can literally design, like, you can start your own career as far as like, you know, architectural, like, oh my god, I want my house to be this way, and you know, your person can be like, oh, I got you, like, I can do this, like, I want to become like an interior designer. It's literally perfect. I mean, the stuff that it comes with also is just like magnificent. I love the build and buy mode. Honestly, I think they low-key should have collabed with a couple of CC creators, because I think like some of the stuff could have been a little bit better. But again, you know, I'm being mean. Let me just back it up a little bit, because you guys just told me I'm always getting a little hard on the Sims, just like a little bit low-key. But you know, it's because I believe in them and I know they can do a great job, because there's certain packs that I'm like, oh, I don't have to question it. Like Seasons, I didn't have to question that. City Living, I didn't have to question that. You know what I mean? So I know that it's possible. You guys, I just feel like Sims just needs a little tussle. You know what I mean? But anyway, I do think Dream Home Decorators are great for Let's Plays, and I think it's great for literally rags to riches as well. The next thing I'm going to also bring into this is Outdoor Retreat. I think is so cute. Like, if you want your family to literally just go on a camping trip and just really get to like spend quality time with each other, maybe even at family, maybe you and a lover, or maybe just you and your own, and you want to just go do other things. You know, there's like there's campfires, you can do outdoor activities, you can go hike, go take a walk, go fishing. There's like a million different things that you can do, and especially if you have seasons and it's winter, I think it does snow over there, so that's like even like a double, like, come on now, that's the gameplay. That's what we need. That's the stuff that we want in The Sims, because The Sims is like, you don't want it too realistic to the point where it's like, damn, like, I mean, this is more work than my actual real life. But we want it to be like, I mean, it's The Sims. You're playing a simulation game to where you are trying to like live out your best life, okay? And last but not least, I do want to go with Outdoor Retreat. No, not Outdoor Retreat. Why the heck did I just say that? Jungle Adventure. Jungle Adventure is also pretty fun for gameplay because, you know, you can discover new things. You can go visit caves and temples, and it is a destination world, and as well as like you can do different artifacts and all that kind of stuff. I do love Jungle Adventure because there's a lot of gameplay in that. There is. You can visit, I mean, it's not like an all the time thing, which is why it's going to be on the very last of my list. But there is things to do, and you know, I like it. I like that you can discover like new foods. It's like as if you're going to a new country and that you don't know. It's like that. Like my sim just got their passport and booked it and went to go visit a country. That's how I feel Jungle Adventure is, and like you get to just live something different other than like your day-to-day Sims regular life. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let me guys know what you know, what you guys want to see from me, and if you guys want me to keep doing these kind of views, maybe I should do a review. I don't know why I said views, but you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to do. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video, and as always, my Instagram will be linked down below, and as well as my vlog channel if you guys want to see my quote-unquote personal life. I try and upload on there once a week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!